From watching some of my previous sea kayaking videos, I was contacted by Doug and Cindy from Nova Scotia, Canada, to help organise and join them in a true Scottish sea kayaking experience. Due to the uncertainty of my wife's impending knee replacement surgery, I contacted an old friend, Tony Hammock, who runs Sea Freedom Kayak, a well-respected and fully equipped guiding centre just outside Oban. All that remained was Doug and Cindy's almost 2,600-mile flight from Halifax, Nova Scotia to Scotland.
Hi Jeff and Shirley, it's Doug
and Cindy.
We feel a little bit goofy doing this, but we thought it'd be fun to send you a picture of Nova Scotia.
Okay, so day one, and I was able to join them at Tony's place at Connel, just outside Oban. With equipment sorted, we headed off to launch within Loch Curran for a trip out to North Lismore.
Cindy?
Hi.
Hi.
Tony had picked a perfect launch spot for our first day at Seabank, South Sheehan, inside Loch Curran. A beautiful backdrop of mountains, a quick check on boat fit and a loosen up before we were off on our way to head out. Doug and Cindy's choice of trip date aligned with perfect weather, although forecast for stronger winds later in the day. But hey, this is Scotland. We passed Scottish Sea Farms jetty, where I assume pipes from the barge are used to suck fish from boats to transport them directly to the processing plant on shore. Passing inside the long narrow reef of Sea Kayaking.
There's Jeff taking a picture of us,
Heading across the Narrows to North Sheehan Shore before turning left to take advantage of any ebb stream leaving the loch.
Yeah.
Tony's keen eye had spotted something on the shoreline. It turned out to be a large dog otter having his lunch. Otters are a master of disguise and blend in so well. This clip gave me a real challenge to edit using zoom and colour, hence a blurry image of it moving around the shoreline. Once past Derg's Ger, free of the narrow entrance, we were out into more open water of the Linn of Lone, heading towards the raised point of Oban and its rocks off the end.
Got any better?
In unfamiliar kayaks, it was more of a challenge in the open water and increasing wind for Doug and Cindy, but nevertheless, they were handling them just fine.
Watching you, watching me.
Tony had picked out a nice landing spot for a leg stretch for everyone within the weed-covered rocks of Uppert Point.
I'll take advantage of the stretch.
I, on the other hand, had opted for my more usual quick lazy snooze across the back deck. Cindy and Doug really know how to plan a trip, perfectly aligning with the stunning weather. I need to get them along on some of my more serious trips. Maybe like this on our way back from Cape Wrath.
Alright, boy. Whoa, lovely.
Stunning views now, looking right up the Linn of Lawn past Lismore's northern tip on the left and the picturesque village of Port Appin on the right. The superb mountain backdrop of Morven, green island of Shuna, and the reef outcrop of Skerboody in front, with the small white tower of its navigation light. A brief stop out of the wind before heading across the sound towards our lunch stop. Tony had planned the perfect lunch stop on the small island of Eilean nan Carrog, one of the many skerries of Lismore's northern tip. The island of Eilean nan Carrog is worthy of an explorer on foot and is said to be peppered with many shell craters as it lies within an old naval firing range. Another kayak group had already pulled in for a lunch break too. A satisfying lunch stop and a chance to take in the breathtaking scenery of Scotland's west coast. Change of direction now, with the wind more behind us as we headed southwest towards Port Ramsay, tucked in on Lismore's northwestern side. With the wind behind you, you've got to take advantage of the odd free ride. It'd be rude not to. Tony investigates Eilean Ramsay's shoreline as we look out across the bay to the small hamlet of Port Ramsay. Wove our way between the many scurries, trying to avoid disturbing groups of seal hauled out, allowing them to digest their food in peace. Back into wind again on our homeward journey back around the northern point of Lismore. Fine views of Shuna in the distance, with Eilean nan Carrog in front as we worked our way back. The Port Appin ferry provides a regular passenger service for Lismore's 170 inhabitants and also has many tourists visit during the summer months. We pull in tight alongside Inn Island to give the ferry clear passage as we cross the sound heading south. Back in the Narrows now as we work our way through the twisted entrance to Loch Crowran. Another quick leg stretch and comfort break, allowing me time for a couple of underwater shots. Sadly, not a lot of wildlife to see, apart from an odd sand eel. We'd certainly made the most of the weather today, with only a little cloud, as it became more overcast later in the afternoon. Passing the Scottish Seafoods barge, I couldn't help but think what a wonderful introduction this had been for Cindy and Doug to enjoy today. Our GPS trace today showing a very respectable 12 miles covered as we weaved our way between the many islands and reefs of our journey. A journey with a constant backdrop of Scotland's magnificent and rugged landscape in superb weather. Doug and Cindy thoroughly enjoy their sea kayaking back home, but had set out on a mission to sample Scotland's West Coast kayaking mecca, to fulfil their quest for a true Scottish sea kayaking experience. This had only been day one. What would tomorrow bring? Watch part 2 to find out, coming soon. Enjoyed this trip video? Then check out my other adventures by clicking on the recommended thumbnails. Please like, share with friends and subscribe for lots more coming soon. Thanks for watching.